welcome to our review for Arrival. I'm back. I mean, it's been a long time. I finally have a job. Stress has been going around, so I haven't been going to much reviews. But this one, we don't do this. Ryan doesn't usually do this, nor do I when I'm on here. But for the first time, this is actually going to be a spoiler review. Because there are some things that need to be told. And Ryan's in a particularly interesting mood than you usually know him as. So Ryan, what did you think about the movie?
Like Chance said, we don't usually spoil these films the first time that we review them. It just doesn't happen like that. But as Chance said, that's what needs to be done. Now, I understand that this film has had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a little while, and I think we're down in the 90s at this point.
It's actually being nominated at the Venice Film Festival for Best Film.
Something on IMDb we looked. And I must tell you, out of all the reviews I've seen for this movie, of critics that I watch and trust, I went in, my expectations were not high. The trailers for this movie did not have me convinced. I went in expecting a good film. And I left getting to one of the worst pieces of shit I have seen this whole entire year. I swear to God, we were talking after this movie ended. I had a physical reaction after this movie ended. I watched this film, I sat there, the credits rolled, I had no words to say. The credits finished, the lights came up, the screen went black. Me and him were sitting there, and I couldn't even get up. My chin started shaking, my jaw started shaking. I said, what kind of reaction is this movie giving me? I had not having a reaction like this since I last saw the Neon Demon. That's the last time I had a reaction like this in a film. I sat there, my jaw started shaking, I got up, we went out in the hallway, my whole entire body started shaking at this point. I said, what kind of reaction is this? And then after thinking about it, I realized the reaction I had towards this film is 100% hatred. I do not like this movie. I am sorry to all of you who want to see it, but if you want to see it, come back, because I'm going to spoil the end of this film that has stuck with me, and it is one of the worst pieces of shit endings I have ever seen. It is a cop-out. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely horrendous. The way this film ends, okay, spoiler warning, you have been warned. Amy Adams' character apparently could see the future. Apparently she could look into the future and talk to the Chinese ambassador, whatever the hell he was, and she could go to him, oh, hi there. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with you before. And he goes, oh, you have talked to me before.
You called me on my personal phone.
Called me on my personal cell phone and told me that, hey,
You told me my wife's dying words.
You told me my wife's dying words. This Chinese ambassador says to Amy Adams' character, she's like, oh, I did? Really? And then it goes up to her and whispers, oh, you told me all this secret information. This is my phone number. Call me up. And, you called me. And you told me that we have to put our weapons down. Because what the story of the film is that these UFO-looking, stupid-looking things, they come down, and we don't know why they're here. And the taglines for the films on all the posters, why are they here? We have no idea. And I still have no idea why they're here. Do you know why they're here?
Apparently to give a weapon.
Yes, a weapon. The message of these characters, give a weapon. The weapon is Hannah. Who's Hannah? Well, apparently it's Amy Adams' daughter, who she never even had yet. But throughout the whole entire film,
she goes into the future.
She's having visions
of the future.
Of the future. Before the aliens even get there, she's having visions of the future about this girl that has cancer and dies. From the first sequence of the film, Amy Adams is having these visions that she has a child with cancer and she dies, which leads me to believe, okay, that's her troubled past. Well, guess what? Apparently it's not, because Hannah is the key. And she's going to have Jeremy Renner hook up with her. She's going to have the kid. How the hell is Hannah the key? How is she going to get rid of these aliens? Because it doesn't make any sense. Because right once the Chinese ambassadors They say we're gonna take our weapons down, and we're not going to, shoot these UFO things. We're gonna stand down. They disappear. Why do they disappear? This is the most coincidental time for these things to disappear. It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's an artsy film. But I have to tell you this. The director of Prisoners and Sicario went into this movie and he tried to do this artsy thing where I gotta tell you, the first 2 acts, when these mystery films takes place, I'm doing a Harry Potter series, it's almost finished. And in the Chamber of Secrets, that is a mystery film. You're the first act, second act. We learn about the Chamber of Secrets. The end of the film, we get a satisfying conclusion about what's happened with the Chamber of Secrets and everything. Why is it open? We understand. It's not teased, and it's not just teased to us. It is fully explained what has happened. In this movie, none of it makes sense. It's ridiculous. She goes into the future. She goes into the past. She has all these secret powers. She's seeing the damn thing in her bedroom. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I gotta tell you, I don't extremely hate the movie. There are points about it that I like. I think Amy Adams is fine in the film. I think that the cinematography in the movie is great, some of the best cinematography all year, and I think the score by Johan Johansson is very well done and might be nominated for the Oscar. I would not be upset if the cinematography for this film and the score got nominated. Will Amy Adams get nominated? I don't know. Will the film get nominated for Best Picture? I don't know. I hope it doesn't, because it doesn't make any sense. You're going to nominate this garbage over Star Wars The Force Awakens? I'm not saying this film is going to get nominated, but if it does, I'm going to be extremely aggravated. I hate this movie. I don't like it. Polish a turd, it's still a turd.
That's my quote.
It is his quote. I mean, with the cinematography, with the score, you polish, if you score a piece of crap, it's still a piece of crap. If you shoot with a camera a piece of crap, it's still a piece of crap. No matter how nice you shoot it, it's still garbage. But I will give credit to where credit is due. The cinematography is good. The score is good. Jeremy Renner is a pointless character. He doesn't need to be in this movie. The only reason why he's in this film is so at the end of the thing, she can realize that she's having a kid with Jeremy Renner, and they're gonna hook up.
Can I also say something that at the beginning of the film, she's a college teacher, and then all of a sudden, she apparently has connections with the government.
She's a college thing.
With connections with the government.
And all these things that I'm watching and listening to, she's a very good person that does these translations or whatever. I don't know the word for it. I apologize, but apparently she's really good at... Linguistic, whatever. She's a fantastic one, so the people, they go to her. Forrest Whitaker, they go to her. They go, oh, okay. And she goes, you got to take me there. Take me to where this thing is. They go, no, we're not taking you there.
10 minutes later, yes.
That night, what was the next scene of the whole entire film? The guy comes to the door.
10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. Get your shit.
Forrest Whitaker gets to the door. He says, "You want? Come on, let's go. You're coming with us."
10 minutes. Get your shit.
How has it changed so drastically that they need this woman so well? That I could forgive, but the horrible and teased ending that they give us,
the questions,
it doesn't make any sense. I was invested. You people had me invested through the first act, the second act of this movie. When the third act came, I said, "Wow, this is going to be an ending that I'm going to be talking about. Not that I'm going to be angry about, that I don't understand, and frankly, I don't care about." We were making comparisons with this movie and with The Witch, which is another movie. I gave The Witch 2.5 out of 5. That came out this year. I liked this movie better than that. I was not a fan of that movie too much. The Witch was not that much of a scary film. It wasn't. To me personally, it set up an atmosphere. The cinematography was great, and the acting was great, and the direction was great. Fine. The score was fine. That was not a scary movie. But the whole entire thing, the ending to that one was kind of a cop-out as well. When she goes in the forest, she goes up, she's a witch with all the other witches. It's fine. It stayed in continuity to what that movie was supposed to be giving us. With this one, it takes your mind, it shakes it, and for some people, you might say, "Oh, I love that. My mind is blown." For me personally, I think it was a cop-out, and I hated it. It was one of the worst endings of the year. And I have to say, I was not this upset after seeing a film since The Neon Demon. These people should be ashamed of themselves. I hate this movie. I do not like it. The ending is ridiculous. It's one of the worst endings. It's a cop-out, and it's ridiculous. You have to respect your audience. When you have such a phenomenal first 2 acts, when the third act comes, you have to respect them enough for you to tell these people what is happening, for you to make them understand what is happening.
We actually saw people leave the theater.
People leave right 2 minutes before the movie even ended. I was tempted to do it, but because I have this channel, because I care about all of you so much, I stayed. I watched the movie, even though I was saying just end, just go black, just end, I'm done, I don't care. You had me invested until this stupid garbage started happening when we cut to her at a party. The Chinese ambassador, or whatever the hell he is, comes up and says, oh, you told me to, you told me to stop trying to shoot these things down, and you told me my wife's dying words. It doesn't make any sense because she doesn't remember it. She doesn't remember it in the past. She doesn't remember it in the future. It doesn't make sense. The movie is ridiculous. I give it a 1.5 out of 5 stars. I was absolutely angered by this film. The whole way, the first 2 acts, great. The last third act of the movie, I couldn't give a crap. I couldn't give a flying hoodly-doo. I have to say that. It's horrible. But another thing I like, I will give credit to where credit is due, when, how they try to solve the problem with language and not with war. Speak out the problem. That's all great. But when things start taking a horrible turn, in my opinion, it is not to be forgiven.
Can I just say this is the first time since The Good Dinosaur I've actually seen him rage this bad.
I'm sorry. I usually don't. I usually don't. I'm at my friend's house. Z-Man, say hi, buddy. Tell the viewers hello.
Hi.
You probably can't see him, but he's back.
Hi.
Oh yeah, he's back there.
Yeah.
We came up to his house to shoot this thing. I was gonna hang out with him. I said, you know what? We'll shoot the video. And do you have an Advil? I need
In
it.
fact, I do.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
So what's your rating?
I gave it.
Oh,
Your turn.
I.
Only one. You can't give one of my reaction.
I'm gonna be saying that, unlike Ryan here, I'm kind of used to these kinds of movies that have.
But that doesn't give it the right as a pass. Even if you're used to films like this.
Oh no!
It doesn't make it acceptable.
The thing was, most of the movies that I've seen that kind of have these stupid plots and stupid endings, they're sci-fi original films, direct-to-DVD films.
But that doesn't make it acceptable.
The fact that they managed to do this on the big screen, that's unacceptable.
I don't know about you, but they had me the first 2 acts. They had me the first 2 acts.
I'm giving it a 1.5.
That's what I gave it. Sorry. Sorry to everyone that is giving this a 5. 100%. I know the Schmoes liked it. Christian Harloff liked it. John Campea enjoyed it from what I'm hearing. I am sorry to all of you. This movie will be on my top 10 worst of the year. I apologize, but, in the end of the day, I'm here to give you my opinion, and that's what it is. I cannot tell you to go out and see this movie, but if you have an interest in doing so, you are entitled to that. And if you enjoyed it, please let me know. I will not get angry at you or anything. It's your opinion, and that's why we're here, for conversation. So guys, comment in the comment section and let us know, what did you think about Arrival? Did you enjoy the film, or did you have a reaction that I did to it? Guys, you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can follow me on Snapchat at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingArises131. I'll be finishing up my series of Harry Potter reviews with the Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2. They'll be up within the next 24 hours, so you can check those out. This is going up very late. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Chance?
You might, nothing else, but...
Do you have any other remarks? Fantastic Beasts comes out next week.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts comes out next week, and I've been giving Ryan some fantastic ideas that he's excited about.
We don't want to announce anything.
We're not
going to
announce that yet.
This is too negative for that. But guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening to this unusual first spoiler review.
You want a hug?
For Arrival.
You want a hug? You end off the video? You end off the video with a hug? Come on.
Hey, over and out. Over and out.